up at times for the mistakes of those around him. If an offensive lineman gets beat, get rid of the ball and don't take a sack. And then, of course, on the other side, you think back to the last time the Saints lost here at home against the Atlanta Falcons and the pressure they were able to get on Drew Brees.
Here's a little play action to start the day, and the pass is incomplete, but a flag is down. Pressure by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the crowd won't like this.
Prior to the pass, holding number 20, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So instead of 2nd and 10, it's 5 yards forward to the 30 because of this hold.
Got Janoris Jenkins as Stephon Diggs working to get away from him. You can expect the Saints are a defense that they play a fair amount of man coverage. And they're going to continue with that theme here this afternoon.
Here's Dalvin Cook. Missed the last 2 games with a bad shoulder, and you believe Mike Zimmer, and why not? He's usually brutally honest. He said he looks fantastic this week in practice. Gets 9. 2nd and 1.
A fresh leg Dalvin Cook, and clearly this is a different offense when he's in the lineup. And for the Vikings to have any chance, he's going to have to be a key factor throughout this game.
Awkward start to the play. This pass is caught by Thielen, and that's a first down, but the ball's out. An early turnover. Bell gets it on the toss. Von Bell down the sideline. Inside the 10 on the fumble by Thielen.
Janoris Jenkins, he comes up and he's able to get his helmet. It looked like essentially on the ball that knocked it out. It was going to be a minimal gain, but yet let's take a look at it here. That's just a great job by Janoris Jenkins coming up and being able to make a play, a little reckless with the ball. There's the left foot of Von Bell out of bounds, but a big play defensively by Dennis Allen's group here on the opening possession.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable that Janoris Jenkins, and they've moved the ball all the way back to the 37-yard line. That's where the Saints have it at the moment. Janoris Jenkins has been with the Giants, was put on waivers, picked up by the Saints, a team that was running away with the South. 5 total interceptions on the year for Janoris Jenkins. He's taken over as the starter. Eli Apple out with a bad ankle. And when you talk to the Saints, they're not so sure they're not better suited in this game against the Vikings on the outside with Jenkins, who's now the starter at corner opposite Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it was a great move by the organization. Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland in charge of personnel, and along with Sean Payton, when he was available and Eli Apple was struggling, they just said, hey, he's a guy who can help us. He's an insurance policy as we get ready for the postseason. And then Eli Apple goes down, and he steps right in as a veteran guy who's got a lot of games under his belt, and here he makes a big play in Wild Card Weekend.
We're still waiting to figure out where the ball is going to be placed. Initially, it looked like inside the 10. Then we showed you the left foot of Von Bell stepped out of bounds, and now we're going into review.
This defense to see whether or not they can come up with a stop and force the Saints to settle for 3 points. This is a defense that throughout the year has been awfully good in keeping teams out of the end zone.
Number 2 in the red zone for the regular season for the Vikings defensively. Here's Murray. Stood up at the line. Xavier Rhodes, the first guy to meet him. A gain of just 1. Aaron touched on it that Drew Brees has just about every meaningful record in the history of the league at the quarterback position, including touchdown passes and total yardage at over 77,000 yards. Kamara back in there.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Ready. Easy.
Quick setup and throw. Pass caught by Cook. And Jared Cook in his first year with the Saints, with his 15th in his NFL career, gets 4 third down and goal coming up.
Well, Drew Brees is so good at the line of scrimmage. You hear he's about to check out of the play. Then all of a sudden the Vikings give the look. He's okay then with what they had called. He sticks with it. And that was one where he expected Cook to come out of that break a little bit more. And that's why it was a little bit off for a guy who throws the ball as accurately as Drew Brees does. You know, those are misses not because of errant throws, just because of not being on the same page.
Third down and goal. Brees chase. Down he goes. And the Vikings defense makes a play. First and goal. The Saints don't get in. A loss of 7 as Hunter and Griffin combine for the stop.
It's an outstanding job. These are the key pass rushers here on the outside. And can they get inside and make a play on Drew Brees and get the pressure? Typically on outside pressure, Brees has the ability then to step up. But these guys, the way they're able to win on the outside, you don't see that often from these two offensive tackles. They've been outstanding all year long.
Lutz hits from 29. And this Vikings defense, which has been a top 3 red zone defense each of the last 3 years, makes a play. The fumble by Thielen. But the Vikings defense keeps the Saints out of the end zone. 3-zip New Orleans.
No one likes to feel stuck.
This offense was not good. And the offensive line just simply got manhandled in that game. And Mike Zimmer had a decision to make last week as to who he was going to play. Was he going to try to get them back with a little bit of momentum? He rested a lot of players, so we'll see whether or not that benefits the Vikings.
Here's Cook, well played up front by the Saints. Defensively is Shy Tuttle. Big number 99, and Demario Davis came in on the stop, a loss of 1.
That's a great job also by Janoris Jenkins. Look how he comes in from the cornerback position, and he forces it back inside. This is the play that the Vikings like. They like the wide stretch game. Give Dalvin Cook some cutback lanes. Don't let him get on the edge. And Janoris Jenkins already being a factor with the turnover, forcing the fumble, and then on that last play.
2nd and 11 out of the backfield. It's the rookie Madison. And he's knocked down with a pickup of 10, a yard shy of a first down by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Pretty good patience there by Kirk Cousins. They're trying to take a shot on this play, and they want to run a double move. Janoris Jenkins is a guy who will bite on some routes, but he hangs tight. He's there on Stephon Diggs. That's going to be the matchup when they're in man coverage today. Speed and quickness on speed and quickness with Jenkins on Diggs, and then Marshawn Lattimore on Adam Thielen.
Toss to Cook, running left, picks it up and more, takes it into Saints territory. This is a New Orleans defense that has not allowed a 100-yard rusher over their past 42 games. They did, however, give up some big rushing days to the 49ers in Week 14. They allowed 162 and just under 7 yards a carry. And then at Tennessee, just under 6 yards a carry, 149 yards rushing allowed in that ball game. On first down, the pass is caught. Tight end made that grab, and that was Kyle Rudolph for a gain of 5. 16th ranked offense, coordinated by Kevin Stefanski, who will interview this week for both the Browns head coaching position and the top spot in Carolina.
I think the yardage for the Vikings is a little misleading. When you're a team that runs the ball as much as the Vikings do, the way that the league ranks these teams, you're never going to rank as high as you probably should.
Toss to Madison, running right, good blocking. And a first down carry. That was Irv Smith, the rookie tight end, out there running interference with a good block and a carry of 15 yards by Madison.
Yeah, they get the lead block then by Irv Smith, and then Adam Thielen also helped seal the edge, and they're able to get Madison then on the corner. And That's one of the reasons why, as I said, the Vikings are optimistic in this ball game. Not only do they have a healthy Dalvin Cook, but they also have a healthy Alexander Madison, who missed the last 3 games of the season.
Thielen flips to Diggs. Looked like he wanted to throw, and that play just gets swallowed up as Janoris Jenkins was the first guy there. And Malcolm Brown came in to clean it up, a loss of 5. Number 11 defense for the Saints. They are 4th against the run. And they're all pro. Cam Jordan at 15.5 sacks, a career high, coming off the edge.
Well, that last play backfired on the Vikings. They've used Diggs in that role before. He missed a wide open Kirk Cousins back against the Green Bay Packers. It did look like they were trying to get the ball out of his hands, and instead he ends up taking a loss.
2nd and 15. Pass down the middle is too high for Rudolph. Let's go back to that first down play. Thielen to Diggs, and then Diggs nowhere to go.
They're going to run 2 guys out on this route, and here it comes back to Diggs, and they've got Kirk Cousins who's going to try to help secure it, but
his defense off to a fast start.
Yeah, Joe, the vibe on their sideline here that they feel their defensive front 4 is winning the battle to get to Breeze. Now, which 4 D linemen is what they hope catches the Saints offensive line off guard, and with Danielle Hunter and Griffin, as Troy pointed out, moving inside, they hope that continues to work.
2nd down and 9. Here's the screen, and it's knocked away by Danielle Hunter. So you got your screen, but Danielle Hunter went up and batted it away.
And it's a good thing he did. It sure looked like there was a convoy out in front. If Drew Brees is able to get this out, Hunter at 6'5", he's just able to go up and make a play. But look at the offensive line and what they had out in front of them to be able to run that screen game, and that's good work by Danielle Hunter.
Third down and 9.
There's Everson Griffin inside again, as well as Danielle Hunter.
Brees pass is caught, but well short of a first down. Hill made the catch, Barr in coverage. And so far, the Vikings have had answers for the Saints offense.
Yeah, so Everson Griffin and then Danielle Hunter, they line up inside. And you ask, well, why do they necessarily do that? The outside tackles, that's really the strength of this offensive line. It's a good offensive line overall, but if you're able to get inside pressure on Brees, that's where he struggles. And if there is a weak spot, it's interior-wise for the New Orleans Saints. And that's a pretty good scheme there by Mike Zimmer, being able to apply the pressure. They certainly forced the ball out quick, and another punt.
Sherrills weaving his way, knocked down just short of the 30, a 7-yard return. Ricky Ortiz made the stop after a 39-yard punt. 3-3 game. Vikings to the football.